If you're looking for a compact light with an impressive throw, the Catapult V6 is an excellent option. This light will be more than capable for the vast majority of use, but sometimes you need just a little bit more, or a lot more. The TN42 V2 is a very large, hefty flashlight. The front of the light is quite imposing at 10.5 centimeters wide, and the whole thing is 19 centimeters long, with a handle about 6.4 centimeters in diameter, making it very bulky to hold. The light is made of aircraft-grade aluminum with a Type 3 hard anodizing, and weighs 648 grams with the batteries included. The TN42 carries an IPX8 waterproof rating and is rated for a 1.5 meter drop. The battery tube is machined for 4 parallel 21700 batteries. There are thick gold-plated springs in the tail, while the head contact is a large gold-plated ring. The threads are square-cut and fully anodized, and the entire interior of the battery tube is anodized. The pill of the light features a grooved heatsink and a large stainless steel side switch with a colored indicator LED in its center. On the opposite side is a USB-C charging port and a rubber port cover. The front of the light features a crenulated aluminum bezel and a huge piece of hardened mineral crystal glass, which has a good anti-reflective coating. Below this sits a large aluminum reflector, which has a subtle, gentle texture. Within a black surround and perfectly centered is the beautiful luminous SBT90 LED. Overall, this light is very well built and is sturdy, well machined, and feels solid without any battery rattle. However, the TN42 is a huge flashlight, and is quite heavy, making it straining to hold for long periods of time. To compensate, a shoulder strap is provided, which does help. Still, this is definitely not a light that is going to disappear in your hands. The interface of this light is exactly the same as the smaller Catapult, which is quick and easy to use. Pressing the side switch from off turns the light on to the last used mode, and pressing and holding cycles upwards through low, medium, and high. If the light is set to medium for longer than 5 seconds, pressing and holding will instead drop back down to low, which is very convenient. From off, pressing and holding the side switch will activate Firefly. At any point, a rapid double press of the switch will turn the light on to turbo, and a triple press will activate the strobe mode. On all modes except Firefly, the side switch will illuminate to indicate the current battery level. Similarly, the switch will indicate charging status when the light is plugged in. A USB-C charger is included with the light, as are the 4 21700 cells. The light will only operate on low and Firefly when plugged into a power source. The TN42 V2 boasts extremely impressive optical performance. The beam is almost exactly the same as the Catapult V6, but with greater output and much higher intensity. Measured at 30 seconds, turbo will output 4800 lumens with an incredible intensity of 1,046,000 candela, which will throw light for over 2 kilometers, or 1¼ miles. The lower modes are equally impressive. Despite being less than half of turbo, the high mode will throw light for 1.2 kilometers, or a little under a mile due to its intensity of nearly 390,000 candela. The medium mode at 425 lumens approaches the intensity of the Catapult's turbo with almost 90,000 candela, and both low and medium are very useful for almost anything that could realistically be thrown at it. No pun intended. This light is equipped with the cool white version of the luminous emitter, which outputs a beam with a temperature of about 5700 K and a CRI of 70. The temperature is a nice daylight white, but the tint does lean slightly green. It is difficult to properly show the quality of this beam as the convergence point is several feet away from the front of the light. The beam has a wide, even spill which is very clean, and a tight, super concentrated hotspot with a small corona. There is a noticeable tint shift as the hotspot is greener than the rest of the beam, and there is some roughness to this hotspot. Overall though, the color is pleasant, and the general shape of the beam is very nice, as it provides useful wide-angle light and an extreme throw. Again, if you've used the Catapult V6, this beam has the same characteristics but with greater intensity. The driver in this light is capable of delivering a lot of current to the emitter by virtue of its 4 included 21700s. The protected ThruNite branded cells have a 4000 mAh capacity. The output levels of the TN42 V2 are well balanced and offer good runtimes. Turbo mode outputs close to a blinding 5000 lumens and features a timed step down to prevent overheating. The rest of the modes are current controlled and maintain their output levels, and provide solid run times across the board. High is especially impressive here, as performance is very close to turbo, while not getting hot and providing 3 hours of runtime. Turbo is limited not for battery life, but to prevent overheating. In spite of the large heatsink, this light will rapidly get very hot in the hand when run on turbo. After 2 minutes, it will step down to about 1700 lumens, after which it will run for another 160 minutes. Because of this, if you are using the light for long periods of time, I recommend keeping it set to high and only using turbo for brief periods. Both high and medium will still provide tons of light and throw for a long time without any overheating issues. Firefly mode on this light outputs a low 1 lumen, which is really nice. Because the beam is so intense, even this 1 lumen will provide some pretty impressive throw, and will be quite useful to dark adapted eyes. This light is really quite incredible and extremely fun. For all intents and purposes, you can consider this to be a larger Catapult V6 in every regard, which results in a light that is easily recommended to anyone who might want or need it, provided you can afford it. While it offers good value, this is still not a cheap flashlight, with an MSRP of $300. However, ThruNite likes to offer frequent sale prices, and at the time of this video, it can be purchased from the ThruNite website for $210. If you can afford this, it is an excellent purchase. But if not, then the Catapult V6 will get you a good feel for this light, while also being much more portable. Good as that light is though, the TN42 is a clear and dramatic step up, which can literally provide miles of performance.